everyone, and welcome to the Ameristar Casino here in St. Charles. It's Battle on the Banks 5. Some great fighting coming up here, folks, on the banks of the Missouri River. Along with Steve Munisteri, I'm Scott Warman. Glad to have you alongside. We are expecting some special night of fighting here in St. Charles. Let's take a look at that fight card that we've got coming up here tonight. Coming up, Kevin Engel will be taking on Isaiah Henderson from Kansas City, Missouri. Engel undefeated from right here in the Gateway, under the Gateway Arch.
Yeah, and he has quite a following here in St. Louis because he's an exciting fighter. He tells us he goes for the knockout. Most fighters say they try to set things up. He says he's not interested in setting anything up. And his opponent's coming in here on short notice, but has promised that he's going to put up a good show tonight.
A lot of belts in this next fight, Steve, as Holly Hot Stuff Dunaway from right here in St. Louis taking on Mary Ortega from Kansas City, Missouri. It's going to be a tough fight for Holly Hot Stuff Dunaway.
Should be a great fight. Holly has 3 belts, but her opponent has 1 belt, so we have 4 world title belts that are going to be in the ring tonight. And I think when you have 2 champions fight, it's more than just the belts that are important. It's pride. Both of these folks want to show that they are the true champions in the ring tonight.
Steve, we should have a special fight in the main event here tonight in St. Charles. DeAndre the Bull Lattimore, now in Las Vegas, grew up here in St. Louis, taking on Mikkel Williams. The record doesn't look too good, Steve, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a pretty tough fight, I think, for DeAndre.
Yeah, Williams is a tough customer. He's the 2000 National Golden Gloves champion. He's just coming off an important win over a 17-1 fighter, so he's not impressed by Lattimore's record, and he's promising another upset tonight.
And DeAndre has a new trainer as well.
Yeah, Kenny Adams is one of the premier trainers in the United States. He's long associated with the United States Olympic team. Since they've been together, they're undefeated, and they tell me they plan to keep it that way tonight.
That's what we have here for tonight. Coming up, great boxing headed your way here from the Ameristar Casino, and Battle on the Banks 5 Lions coming up next.
Make sure I get on ABC.
And now to our first fight. Battle on the Banks 5 at the Ameristar Casino in St. Charles. As we bring you pro boxing here on the banks of the Missouri River. Steve Munisteri, Scott Warman. Glad to have you alongside. This fight, Isaiah Henderson from Kansas City, Missouri, as we see him slowly making his way onto the ring. He'll be facing an undefeated fighter here in this bout, as he'll be facing a local guy, Kevin Engel. Isaiah Henderson from Kansas City, Missouri, as we mentioned, with a record of 11-5. In those 11 wins, 7 of those coming via the knockout, Steve.
Yeah, he certainly has some power. In talking with him earlier, he's very confident. He says that what he thinks will be the difference is he'll survive the early rounds and take him out to deep water and sink him.
I have a lot of O's in my family. My father's name is Odell, so his O must go. That's just the way the game is played. I don't really get into records. I don't get into who beat who. I don't get into all that. I'm here to fight. People think I'm coming to fight Kevin Engel. Kevin Engel's coming to fight me. I'm fighting for destiny.
As you see, Isaiah Henderson, the Prophet is what he goes by.
And he's predicting a knockout win.
We shall see if he can knock out a young man who's had a few knockouts. In fact, a knockout in his last win last month, downtown St. Louis in the 4th round. Making his way here to the Ameristar Casino is Kevin Engel with a record of 10-0. And he has fought here at the Ameristar Casino on several different occasions. As we mentioned, as Kevin makes his way onto the ring. Technical knockout in round 4 last month. Kevin is trained by Jesse Finney, who we will hear from. Jesse, part of Shamrock Promotions right here in St. Louis.
Prior to these bouts, we had a chance to talk to Kevin Engel and his strategy and what it means to have an undefeated record, and here is confidence.
Having an undefeated record is very important in boxing, and I intend on keeping it fully tonight, and I don't like to let anything go to the judges, so I'm looking for a knockout tonight.
And with the formal introductions of our boxers, let's go to the ring announcer, Trevor Griffin.
Ameristar Casino. This matchup brought to you by Advanced Chiropractic and, of course, Dr. Jeff Becker. Scheduled for 8 rounds. And when the bell rings, the man in charge is Mr. Kevin Champion. Fighting out of the red corner, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 171 pounds. Please welcome the man they call the Prophet, Isaiah Henderson. Mr. Henderson's opponent this evening, St. Charles, Missouri, Ameristar Casino. It is my honor to introduce to you your blue corner contender. He's a hometown boy from right here in St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 174 pounds. He is the future of the sport of boxing. He is, of course, put your hands together for the blue corner kid, Kevin the Hitman Angle.
And Kevin Hitman Hingle ready to take on Isaiah Henderson as we take a look at the tail of the tape in this one.